In today's video, we're going to break down the best swing trades of week 3 and analyze the catalysts that drove their parabolic moves so you can learn to identify these moves as they are happening and capitalize on them. I'm talking EVTV that was up nearly 1,000% in 2 days and IBRX up 150% in 3 days. If you're new here, I provide weekly catalyst analysis of the best swing trading opportunities. So if you want to develop an edge around news and catalysts that spark explosive stock moves, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're going to start with EVTV. So EVTV is an electric vehicle manufacturer, and they had a news on the 12th of January at 7 a.m. And the news was related to a company called AZIO that the EVTV is going to merge with. And the news was that this AZIO receives 100 million worth of government purchase orders and advances 200 million regional pipeline and scalable US AI infrastructure expansion, which is also in theme because this is related to AI infrastructure. Now, let's just look at some of the details of this news, and then we're going to say why this catalyst was actually worth the 1,000% spike that EVTV had. So the news says that AZIO AI in conjunction with a next generation artificial intelligence infrastructure and high performance computing platform, they announced that they receive a binding purchase order for 256 units of the NVIDIA B300 GPUs. So this is also related to NVIDIA. So AI, NVIDIA, and we are talking EVTV as an electric vehicle manufacturer. And they say representing a significant investment toward completion of a major government purchase order in Southeast Asia, resulting in approximately 107 million in contractual revenue, underscoring the company's ability to execute complex, large-scale government and institution initiatives. The company expects to receive 30% deposit over the course of the next few weeks. Now, why was this particular and by the way, you can see here this execution milestone follows AZIO recently announced transformational merger framework with EVTV, which establishes a reference transaction value of $3 per share per EVTV share, subject to customary closing conditions and definite documentation, etc. Why was this news, this catalyst, very good and drove the stock nearly 1,000% up? In my opinion, there are 3 reasons. The first reason is the fact that it's all in theme. This is all related to electric vehicle, AI, and NVIDIA. These are major themes driving the market currently. The second reason, in my opinion, is the fact that the company is announcing a new contract, and there is a dollar amount associated with that new contract. It seems that the dollar amount, first of all, the dollar amount is pretty significant for this small company, 100 million, and it's in contractual revenue. So it's a binding purchase, which is obviously stronger than non-binding announcements because it just means that they are nearly sure they're going to receive this amount of money. By the way, they actually underscore as well the fact that they're going to receive 30% deposit over the course of the next few weeks. And the third reason, in my opinion, is the fact that this is related to a government purchase. So it's not just some, random company that's making the deal with this company, but it's a government. And this is something that they underscore themselves in the executive summary here. They say underscoring the company's ability to execute complex, large-scale government and institutional initiatives. So to sum up, there were 3 reasons, in my opinion, why this catalyst was good. The first reason was it was in theme. The second reason was the announcement of a new contract and a dollar amount associated with that new contract that is significant for the size of the company. And the third reason is the fact that this contract was a government purchase. Now, moving on to IBRX, Immunity Bio ENC. So this is a clinical stage immunotherapy company. I think they work on cancer and infectious diseases, and they had some very good news related to cancer. As you can see here, it's related to bladder cancer. Good news started before the 15th of January. But then on the 15th of January, they had a major, I think it's their financial results that they released. And so let's see, search bladder. I think this is the, yeah. Okay, so of course, as you can see, before the 15th, the company actually had good news. So Saudi FDA grants accelerated approval for their immunobio ANKTIVA. So that's some sort of a probably a therapy for their bladder cancer. They had other news as well. They announced positive results demonstrating this therapy efficiency probably. But then, as I said, on the 15th, they announced that this is either a, I'm not sure, but I think it could be a medication or a therapy. I'm not sure. But anyway, the sales of this continues, the momentum continues to trend upwards with full year preliminary net product revenue of approximately 113 million. And that's 700 increase year over year. And that's actually the major driver, of course, in combination with very good news related to that same product. The 3-month period ending December 31st, preliminary net product revenue of approximately 38.3 million, surpassing net product revenue of 31.8 in the prior quarter. So they are improving quarter over quarter, 20% increase and 431% increase over the 3-month period ended December 31st December 2024. So comparing that to a year prior. So the same product unit growth, 750% unit sales volume growth in 2025 compared to, so you can see triple digit growth year over year, double digit quarter over quarter, and then of course some very good regulatory news. Approved by the Saudi FDA, granted approval in combination with immune checkpoint inhibitors for adults with metastatic non-small cell lung cancer who have failed standard therapies, marking the company's first global approval for this indication and the first approval of this for subcutaneous administration. An additional approval for the same medication, I guess, in combination with BCG for patients with BCG unresponsive non-muscle invasive bladder cancer, again the bladder cancer. They add into existing approvals in the US, UK, and conditional approval in the European Union. So when they will actually have an approval in the European Union, you'll actually see another rally here. So, and then the company probably will explode. Enrollment in the ongoing phase 2B for something else, trial, no, actually it's the same thing, trial evaluating this plus intravesical BCG in first line, BCG naive, in progressing ahead of internal expectation with full enrollment anticipated in the first half of 2026. So this is really why this company actually exploded, and it was an amazing swing for 3 days. Incredible results, financial results. It shows clear growth, triple digit growth year over year, double digit for quarter over quarter, and then of course amazing regulatory news and approval for the main product, which probably is the drug again. That's it for today. This is how I evaluate Catalyst. So I look into the news, I read it, I try to understand it, I try to understand the economical and financial impact of the news, and when there is one. Of course, along with other things, because the catalyst is not the only reason a stock will go up. But that's when I kind of decide if this is going to be a swing for me or a day trade or absolutely nothing and just pass. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.